So it's no secret that what people post on Instagram doesn't really show an accurate depiction of reality. And I think that's especially true when it comes to hikers, backpackers, or travel influencers. People usually only show the highlights and the best photos of the day, and I'm definitely guilty of that. Now, I'm not using Instagram to pretend that I have a perfect life and everything is easy. I just genuinely like posting my favorite photos and just like the photos that I think I look the best in. So when people take a look at my Instagram, they see me look really happy in photos and they see me in beautiful places, but they don't see any of the hard moments or the struggles. So they might see me on top of an amazing peak in the White Mountains, but they didn't see me hike for 4 hours straight uphill with no breaks. Now, people can do whatever they want with their Instagrams. It doesn't really matter to me as long as you're being kind. But as Instagram users, I think we need to remember that as we're scrolling, we're only seeing one photo of someone's entire day. And we actually have no idea what's going on in their lives the other 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. So I actually got the idea to do this video on my way home from work today while I was just thinking about this subject. I'm gonna pull up my Instagram posts that I posted during my Appalachian Trail through hike and try to give you guys a better idea of what was actually going on in that moment. It's gonna be a little game of Instagram versus reality. And if you guys wanna look up any of these photos for yourself, my Instagram handle is at nahamsha.hiker, and I will also link that in the description if you want to check that out. All right, let's get started. All right, I actually want to start with the first picture before my through hike, and that's a picture of me laying on the ground with all of my gear. It took me probably an hour to get all of this gear perfectly lined up for this shot, and I actually taped my phone to the ceiling and set a 10-second timer just to take this photo. I was home alone, it was so much work, but I felt like every single through hiker that had an Instagram had a shot just like this, so I just wanted to be included. All right, this next photo of me on Blood Mountain, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but I actually took like at least 30 photos just to get this one picture to post on Instagram. I don't know why, just the portrait mode on my phone is just so zoomed in, so it took such a long time to figure out how to get me in the shot. So this North Carolina, Georgia photo I love, but when I was hiking and I reached the border, I was by myself and I was taking selfies. But I was there for a couple minutes, probably vlogging, and this sweet couple came up and they were so excited to see this sign and they asked me to take pictures of them. And they were like, take a picture of me in Georgia, and then they ran over to North Carolina. They're like, take a picture of me in North Carolina. So I was taking pictures from them, and then I asked them to take a picture of me, and we were just kind of like joking. It was like, do you want me in North Carolina or do you want me in Georgia? And so I think I got a picture of me in both, and I just posted one of them. But that was just such a fun moment because I was by myself for so long, and it was nice having that couple, and they made me laugh so hard. All right. This photo, I think it's Wyabald. Yes, Wyabald mile 120. So I attempted the AT in 2020, as a lot of people know, and I actually took this exact photo from 2020. So this year when I was hiking, I want to recreate that photo because it's such a beautiful spot and I loved that picture from 2020. But there was actually another through hiker who I actually became friends with after this. Her name was Hatback. She was sitting in the spot that I was gonna take a picture in, and I don't know if I was like the nicest. Like, I wasn't mean, but like I set up my tripod, I'm just like, I need to take a picture here. And the reason why my backpack is like so cropped, like you can't see most of my backpack, is because she was like sitting like 2 inches away from me, like eating lunch. And I'm like, you don't have to move, like I'll just sit here and take my photo and be on my way. But I just thought that was funny. This picture was coming down the mountain going into Hot Springs, North Carolina, and I think I literally only took this photo because I thought my hair looked good. So I took a selfie. The caption said, I may only shower and do laundry once a week, but hey, at least my hair is looking good. So at least I was like kind of honest with that. And the shower and laundry once a week, probably isn't accurate. It was only accurate that week because I was in the Smoky Mountains and I had no option to take a shower there. But after this photo, I definitely took multiple showers and did multiple loads of laundry every week. This photo, if I'm just being completely honest, I only took and uploaded to try to win an Instagram contest, which I didn't win. There was this influencer named Catherine Manning that was doing a contest to win a new camera, and all you had to do was recreate one of her photos. And I think she had a photo of a sign that looked like this, of a National Forest sign. So when I came out of the woods and crossed the street and saw that picture, I'm like, oh, this is my opportunity. I'm just gonna enter the contest. And I think people watched me take this and I was a little embarrassed, but I loved Catherine Manning and I just wanted a new camera. So that's why I posted that. This is a picture from when I got into Damascus. That was a really fun day, but I think I took at least 10 photos until I got this one that I liked. So this photo is from the Grayson Highlands. Honestly, I think I expected to see a lot more ponies there than I did. Only one pony got really close to me, and I think this was the last pony of the whole state park. So I took a selfie with it just to, I don't know, prove that I saw the ponies and show everyone on Instagram. This picture, I was drunk. I'm just gonna say it. I walked to a margarita Mexican restaurant, had a jumbo margarita, walked through the drive-thru at Dairy Queen, walked back to Angel's Rest, Hiker's Haven, tripped on the stairs. I don't know, but you can tell. I even wrote in the description, in the caption, that I had a jumbo margarita, but that was a fun day. This photo is probably the best example of Instagram versus reality. This is McAfee Knob. This is probably the most photographed spot on the whole Appalachian Trail, so you better believe there's a lot of people there whenever you go. And so there were a lot of people when we went. We woke up early to look at this sunrise, and there was, I think, just like a running group. It seemed like there were like 12 high school or college like track team boys that ran up this mountain for sunrise and then just stood on McAfee Knob. So I know like this spot is for everyone to enjoy, and you can't tell people to leave when they're enjoying the sunrise on this beautiful spot, but I just think people should have been a little more respectful of letting people getting their photos and just like taking turns, because that definitely didn't happen. Alright, I like this photo because I obviously wanted a picture with it because it was a view of Taylor Mountain and that's my name, but it took two men to get me on top of that sign and I thought I was gonna fall off. You can see like 2 inches away from where my hand is. I probably cropped it off. I think Cody was standing there just in case I fell off. So that was just a really fun picture to take, but only did it for the photo, obviously. This photo I think I just took because I didn't have any pictures of me in my tent or my sleeping bag, so I just did it to do it. No reason. This photo with the beer, this is a good Instagram versus reality because I didn't drink the beer. I got the beer at a campground in the Shenandoah National Park, put it in my pack, hiked miles and miles. By the time I took it out of my pack, I don't think it was cold anymore. I took one sip, thought it was gross, and gave it to Cody, but I had to get a photo with the beer because it was fun. And then if you look at my caption, beer on a mountain, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'm not proud of it, but this post was a lie. I just thought it was a really nice photo. Alright, this photo with the 900 made out of the flowers wasn't actually at mile 900. I just decided to pull over on the side of the street once I realized that I already passed mile 900 and make this because I had a photo of every single 100 mile marker and I didn't want to miss a 100 mile marker, so I made this myself, took a bunch of pictures, and then kept walking. This photo after I finished the 4-state challenge, I hiked 45 miles. I felt fine, but I stopped and got on the ground and pretended that I looked dead just for dramatic effect. So that was fun. This photo of me swimming in Vermont, I think I only jumped in because I smelled bad. It looks like I'm having like the time of my life, like I'm so peaceful, I'm floating in this beautiful pond, but in reality the pond is like full of lizards and I was only there because I stunk. Again, this picture at the Vermont-New Hampshire border, I took like 30 photos before I got one that I liked, and I was just happy. I wanted to like show off that I was officially in New Hampshire. That was a cool moment. This photo on Mount Moosilauke was kind of like an awful day. Like, not an awful day, but like weather-wise, it was really bad. It was extremely cold, extremely windy, everything was frozen. We can only use our phones for like a couple seconds at a time before like they went numb from being so cold. So it looks like an epic photo, but in reality we're just like, we need to go. Like, we need to keep hiking. There was like no visibility, there was no one up there. No one would like voluntarily hike Mount Moosilauke that day, but it's a cool photo. Alright, I'm actually editing this video right now, but I wanted to chime in because I can't believe I forgot this one, and it's the picture at the summit of Mount Washington. And a lot of people don't realize this, but you have to wait in line just to get to the sign and take your picture. So we waited in a long line. It was cold, it was windy, we got to the sign, and then we had like 5 seconds to take our selfies before we left, just because there's so many people waiting and you don't want to hold them up. So that's the story about the summit of Mount Washington. Okay, this picture of me at the New Hampshire-Maine state line was one of my worst moods on the entire trail, and you wouldn't tell because I'm smiling in the picture and the caption is happy, like I walked from Georgia to Maine, but I was so mad at Cody this day. This wasn't the day that we got in a fight that I'll talk about later, but we agreed to like hike slow that day, and we agreed to like meet each other at like breaks. But Cody hiked in front of me and I didn't see him again until this sign, and it's already dark out, so I didn't see him all day. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I thought we were hiking slow. I thought we were gonna take breaks together. And I just got like super grumpy. But I can't blame Cody because he was just like super excited to get to Maine. So once he like realized like, hey, like we're gonna reach Maine today, I think he just like booked it. And I was just like left in the dust, and I was really grumpy. This photo, the caption says, taken 30 minutes after our first fight on trail. 2,000 miles and only one disagreement, and it's pretty impressive to me. This photo was not taken 30 minutes after our first fight. I think it was taken like 2 days later when I got the idea to make a post about this. I think I had good intentions. I wanted to make a post saying like not everything is like super dandy and like we're not like BFFs 24/7. Like, I wanted to show people that like we hike together, we have disagreements, but we still get along. So I think I had good intentions with doing this post, but just like the specifics of it were not accurate. It says that we've only had one disagreement, but there was only like one bad disagreement. We would have disagreements like almost daily. We both want to do our own through hikes and we both have like different ideas of what we want to do, but we usually came together and made like a compromise. So we didn't have a perfect through hike and like agree on everything. We definitely always had our own opinions, but there was just like one specific point where like we disagreed. And I don't want to get into the specifics because there's other people involved and I don't think Cody would want me to tell the story, but like hiking with a hiking partner for 2,000 miles is not easy, and I don't want this post to make anyone think that it is. This photo, I took a selfie with the 2,000 mile marker, and that was cool, it was fun, but 2 seconds after I took this photo, I had to go to the bathroom so bad, and it was just like one of the most urgent bathroom cases of the whole trail, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Alright, and that's gonna do it for this video. Those are all the photos I wanted to talk about. There are my Katahdin photos, which are the last ones, but I'm not gonna get into those because I could talk about Katahdin for hours. My battery is about to die, but hopefully you enjoyed this and you got a little more behind the scenes of specific moments on my thru hike. So again, my Instagram is @newhampshire.hiker, and ask me questions in the comments and I'll answer them. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.